enjoyed the conversation. I jotted down information, and I will probably try that international deck on Sunday. I'll put it on my calendar. Anyhow, 73s to you. Have a good day. Have a good night's sleep. I'll be talking to you down the line maybe sometime. 837 OP is clear.
Good morning, if there's anyone there. Plenty of rain here, and I heard plenty of it last night. Still chucking down now.
BE30YG. KF6SML. APHAT. AC6YY.
Even if it fails, I believe in something good in everything I see. I believe in when I know the time is right for me across the street. As a dream, I had a dream, and my destination makes it worthwhile. Pushing through the darkness, still without I believe in something good in everything I see. I believe in angels when I know the time is right for me. I cross the street. I have a dream. I cross the street. I have a song to sing to help me cope with anything. If you see the wonder of the fairy tale, you can take the future, even if you fail. I believe in angels, something good in everything I see. I believe in angels.
That's great, isn't it? Emma there, and I have a dream. Gee, where did the time go to today? I don't know. My thanks to studio manager, Joe Mifflin, as well as Tom DeGraw and producer Phil McClinton Swan, picking up Fox's unique production for Radio 2. On Picking the Boxes, beginning the 5th of January 1980, and coming up 8 to number 20. Please don't go. Casey and the Sunshine Band, Moody Blues moved down 1, Nights and White 7, and 19 and 18 and down 2. Status Quo, Living on an Island, up 3 goes to me. Tin McCloud and Rankin Full Stop at 17, at 16 and down 2. Union City Blue, that's from Velocity. Up 2 to 15 is If I'm Your After, Rose Royce, Donna Summer and Barbara Streisand, and No More Tears at 14, The Long Move. At 13 and about 12, Elvis Presley, Won't See My
BE3OY. BE3OY. BE3OYJ.
roses and you feel like falling down, I'll carry you home tonight.
BBC Radio 1.
Got up to our office on the 10th floor. We've heard a 4th, a 5th, a 6th, and there's gunfire going on in the street right now. Staff here are saying that there's a lot of activity around. This is like an ISIS-inspired attack.
Around 600 more police officers in London are to receive firearms training to help counter the threat of attacks like those in Paris 2 months ago. That's on top of the 2,000 officers who are already authorised to carry weapons in London. One of the main international oil prices, Brent crude, has dropped to its lowest level in 12 years. It's now over $30 a barrel. The RAC has welcomed the continuing fall, suggesting a litre of fuel could end up costing less than some bottled water. The Conservative MP and former oil trader, Sir Alan Duncan, says although the fall is great for petrol prices, there could be potentially catastrophic consequences in other respects.
If you are a pensioner, it's impossible to exaggerate the number of pension funds that rely heavily on Shell's dividends to contribute to their pension pot. So that has an immediate effect within our own economy. So we are looking at pressure in the city and in our banking system. Now, I want people to be able to fill up their car for less than £1 a litre, but other things go with that good news.
Talks will resume this morning to try to avert further strikes by junior doctors in England. They're angry about a new contract the government wants to bring in. Doctors returned to work yesterday after a 24-hour strike. The government's warned that it's prepared to impose the contract. The World Anti-Doping Agency will present the second part of its report into the use of performance-enhancing drugs in athletics. The first part revealed state-sponsored doping in Russia. The second part will examine the conduct of officials at the World Athletics governing body, the IAAF. The draw for the single biggest lottery prize in history has taken place in the United States.
Tonight's jackpot is approaching $1.6 billion. That's billion with a B. I hope you have your tickets. Good luck.
Officials say that a ticket in California has won the jackpot against odds of 1 in 292 million. And the weather, outbreaks of rain, sleet and snow on the hills across England and Wales will gradually move eastwards through the day. Some snow on lower levels is possible for a time. Further north, it'll be drier and bright after a cold and frosty start, although showers will push into Northern Ireland and northwest Scotland. The temperature will reach 2 Celsius in Edinburgh, 4 in Belfast and 6 in Cardiff and London. And that's the BBC News at 3 minutes past 5. Our next at 5:30.
Good morning. It is Thursday. I do hope you're in a kissing mood. We will offer you long kiss-dance. Free and gratis, the chance to send your smackers winging their way across the universe and beyond. Young and beautiful, it's your duty to be beautiful. Keep young and beautiful if you want to be loved.
You can never know what it's like. You got like when the music is like ice. There's a road along the line that shines from you. You'll wind up like the red you hide behind that mask you use. And if you think the smoke will never win, well, look at me, I'm coming back again. I got a taste of love and a simple way. And if you need to know what I'm standing, you just wait away. Don't you know I'm still standing, little man I ever been. Looking like a juvenile, feeling like a little kid. I'm still standing after all this time, picking up the feeling of my life, without you on my mind. I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah. What I never could have hoped to win, starting down the road, leaving me again. The threats you made were meant to cut me down, and if my love was just the surface, you'd be a pound, pound, pound. No, I'm still standing, better than I ever been. Looking like a juvenile, feeling like a little kid. I'm still standing after all this time, picking up the feeling of my life without you on my mind. I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's Sir Elt, and I'm still standing. Despite the fact we saw pictures of him being wheeled in a wheelchair through the airport, with one of the babies on his knee, but he still looked pretty chipper. Elton John, I'm still standing, 6 minutes past 5. Day is Thursday. The temperature, whoa, is cold. Even down in the southeast, it's finally got cold. We suddenly remember what winter's really supposed to feel like. I do hope you're all right this morning. everything, and all of your I don't know, life's ticking along, and your physical attributes are still working mostly and fairly reasonable nick, and everything's all right. And I'm okay this morning because it was the grandbaby's birthday yesterday, and he was 2. Ezekiel Jack, named Ezekiel, Zeke to the family and friends, and it's very sweet when they're 2 because they twig it, they realise, they know it's their birthday, they feel all special. And when you sing them happy birthday, they do a special sort of very pleased wriggle of their shoulders, which is what I notice about me, and it's really rather fab, and I'm really enjoying it. And he had a balloon in the shape of the number 2. That was very, very exciting, and kept pointing to it saying 2, and really enjoying it. And he had cake, as he said, it was a choo-choo cake. It was a cake shaped like a train, and this was really, really great. And they'd sung to him at nursery school, and he thoroughly enjoyed that. Got to sit in a special chair, and it was really, really nice. And of course, as everybody will know, the nicest thing about it is you suddenly remember kind of innocence, and what it must feel like to be that innocent and to just enjoy things in an unself-conscious way. And it doesn't last long till children start being terribly self-aware and kind of potentially embarrassed and know that everyone's looking at them and don't like it. But when they're really little, they just love it. It's so sweet and nice. So it was a lovely day, and we were allowed to have oven chips, ketchup, and goujons. And we thought it was great. My other half tucked in. I've seen her enjoy a meal so much for years. It was fabulous.
I can't help it. I think about you, dear. Your love is all I wanted. I know you feel it deep down inside. So listen to me.
What do you think of that? That's one of my new playlist tracks. That's Reuben James Richards and ASAP.
To know you, getting to know all about you, getting to like you, getting to hope you
like me. As you can hear, it's time for getting to know you, and it's yet another chance for us to get a little bit closer as we find out your answers to a variety of weird and wonderful questions plucked from a variety of sources. Book, soap, question that I've recently been asked, something I've overheard in the street, and today we just couldn't resist because we couldn't help thinking about this ourselves. I felt a bit guilty thinking about it. I thought, oh, don't think about this, come on, grow up, don't be silly. But I did find my mind sort of wandering off in a kind of fantastical direction, thinking, oh, imagine winning 33 million quid on the lottery. What would you do with the money? I mean, how can you help thinking about it? You just can't resist allowing yourself a little escapism, a little kind of a little bubble of hope and sort of imagination. And, you know, what would you do with all that money? £33 million. So our inspiration is, of course, that couple in the Scottish Forges. They were one of two lucky ticket holders to win last week's Saturday record £66 million National Lottery jackpot. They're named David and Carol Martin, and they said that the first purchases they're going to make with their winnings are first-class tickets to fly their daughter Lisa home from Australia, a new home in the country not far from where they live now, a holiday home in the sun, and they're going to help their family, closest friends. They also want to help people who've been afflicted by the flooding because they feel very, very sorry for them. And David Martin said he wants to buy a pair of £200 brogues. That's what he wants to do with £33 million. So today it's a pretty simple question. I'm going to allow you at least to escape into a reverie of what might have been and what could be. Could be you, as they keep telling us. What would you do if you won £33 million on the lottery? 8821, that is the text number. Text will be charged at your standard message rate. Please make sure that it's safe to text me before you do it. Or you can email bfells@bbc.co.uk. We've got our Radio 2 Facebook page. There's our Twitter as well. What would you do with a £33 million win on the lottery?
Another summer day has come and gone away from Paris or Rome, but I wanna go home. Maybe surrounded by.
Do you know what? That looks like snow. Look at that on the road. That definitely looks like snow to me. That is snow. What's the bloody temperature out there? It could be. It's 2 centigrade outside. Yeah, looking in the gully, there's definitely snow. That's bloody speed. Look at that, eh? The first snow of the year. Oh, first snow I've seen anyway, down here.
I'm just too far from where you are. And I feel just like I'm living someone else's life. It's like I just stepped outside. Everything was cool and right. And I knew just why you could not come among me. That this was not your always believed in me. Another winter day has come and gone away. It ain't Paris or Rome, and I wanna go home. Let me go home. Yeah, I'm surrounded by a million people. I still feel alone. Let me go home. Oh, I miss you, you know. Let me go home. I've had my run, baby, I'm done. I've Be home tonight. I'm coming back home.
It was a book to settle arguments. What's the fastest? The strongest? The longest? On Friday, we celebrate the 60th anniversary of Guinness World Records. I'm Ken Roos, and with the BBC Concert Orchestra, we'll be presenting a night of record-breaking music, the longest-running Broadway show. The artist with most number ones, the most Oscar-nominated living person, and we attempt to set our own world record, involving ABBA songs. Friday night is Music Night, a world record special. Friday from 8 on BBC Radio 2.
And that sounds like an absolute blast, doesn't it? Do you remember Record Breakers all those years ago with the late great Roy Castle and Ross and Norris McWhirter? How old does that make you? You know old. If you remember, you're just as old or maybe even older, so there, so don't start. Right. You, I hope, are answering the question, what would you do with a £33 million lotto win? On 88 to 91 and details at bbc.co.uk. And I am having a look at the paper. So front page of the Times today, schools turn down pupils who live just 100 metres away, and 90 primary schools are refusing to accept pupils living more than 300 metres away as Britain's booming population pushes classrooms to crisis point. The smallest catchment area is just 92 metres, according to data from the online service Find a School. Middle-class parents moving near the most desirable schools to secure places for their children have forced local authorities to shrink their catchment areas. Also from page of the Times, petrol may soon be cheaper than water. Whoa, that world is having me sinking into a depression or a recession, which is not something to look forward to. The Guardian front page, Corbyn boosts as Labour shift to left revealed. Jeremy Corbyn's hopes of remolding Labour have been boosted by a detailed Guardian survey of the party at grassroots level that shows overwhelming support for him, the decisive shift to the left, and unhappiness with squabbling among MPs. Also back to the Guardian, pickled garlic and marzipan monument among royal gifts. What to give someone who has everything? The answer, according to the list of gifts presented to the royal family last year, includes a marzipan representation of the Brandenburg Gate, a book on the icons of Northamptonshire, and 2 buckets of dates. Front page of The Independent, a small step for GM babies. First genetically modified embryos could be created in Britain within weeks. Pioneering technology raises hopes for improved fertility treatments. Technique may lead to the birth of GM children if regulators look down. Front page of The Telegraph, Cabinet Minister, EU, a disaster for Britain. Chris Grayling breaks silence to warn the Prime Minister that the status quo is not good enough. Writing in The Telegraph today, Chris Grayling makes it clear he doesn't believe in staying in the EU with our current terms of membership unchanged, and warns that Brussels is heading down the path the UK will not and should not follow. Front page of The Sun, bosses can snoop on your private email. This is after a ruling by judges yesterday. This EU-wide decision has been blasted as a Big Brother-style clampdown by freedom groups, and it's front page of the Mail as well. Daily Mirror front page, though, stands alone today. Bowie's been secretly cremated, no funeral service and no family present. An icon's shock farewell. Music legend David Bowie has been secretly cremated without any family or friends present. The iconic rock singer, who died of cancer on Sunday at 69, told loved ones, including his wife Iman, he did not want a funeral. A source in New York said there is no public or private service or a public memorial. There is simply nothing at all. Excuse me. And front page of the Daily Express, TV's Noel sparks migration routes. Noel Edmonds, who says, "Am I alone in feeling Britain is full?" He missed quite a business meeting because he was caught in a gridlock on his way home to Bath, and it prompted him to write on Twitter, "Just trying to get somewhere, allowed loads of time but abandoned journey. Am I alone in feeling Britain is full?" Inside the paper, dry January may do you more harm than good. Giving up alcohol for dry January could do more harm than good, according to an expert on substance misuse at York University, who says those who take part may use it as an excuse to drink heavily for the rest of the year. He said dry January risks sending out a binary all or nothing message about alcohol. That is, either participate by abstaining or carry on as you are, which doesn't do anybody any good, according to him. Don't wash your hands. A bit of dirt is good for you. We should stop washing our hands so often to protect ourselves against allergies and food intolerances. Isn't what people say? You've got to eat a peck of dirt before you die. Isn't that what my grandma used to say? And apparently gardeners, they say, shouldn't wash their hands so punctiliously after gardening. And if we've been petting our dogs, we shouldn't wash our hands after that either, between petting the dog and eating. It says in this paper today. Make your own mind up about the whole thing. What else? The comic Bob's Heart to Heart. This is Bob Mortimer. Bob Mortimer had a secret wedding just 30 minutes before a life-saving triple heart bypass. The comedian, 56, found out he needed an immediate operation as he prepared to go on tour in October. Bob said, I thought I had a chest infection. I went to the doctor. He said I should have my heart looked at just in case. 5 days later, I was under the knife. My arteries were 95% blocked. I had no idea. He was so ill that he was granted special permission to wed his partner of 22 years, Lisa Matthews. And he's been with her 22 years, and he says now he has to eat seeds. He said basically now he's got the diet of a canary. And finally, blueberry thrill. Fruit is nature's answer to Viagra. They're already held as a superfood. They can help ward off a range of ailments from cancer to dementia. Now blueberries have been found to help gentlemen maintain their performance in the boudoir. Scientists say that blueberries can be the key to a fully functioning and highly enjoyable love life.
But my love for you, girl, still remains the same. I've been loving you, and you've been loving me so long. Baby, what's wrong? I'm sorry you just told me when you got home. My father tell us you can't supposed to think while you were gone. I haven't known the change, but I'm not acting strange. Welcome home. Nothing wrong.
Judy Kay and William Bell and private numbers. So what would you do with £33 million if you won it on the lotto? Phil, who's a tanker lorry driver in Glasgow, says, lady, if I won 33 mil, I would not be getting up at 4:30 every morning for work. John in Hull says, I don't really have need for that kind of money. I'd look after my family, I'd give the rest to good causes before moving to a warmer climate. With 33 million, says Chris the Norfolk Man, I'd wave goodbye to this country and I'd move to Coral Bay in Cyprus as it's going to develop as a theme. If we'd been asking you this in the summer, then you might not be so keen to go somewhere warmer. It's just because it's freezing this morning, you certainly think, oh, who needs this for Game of Soldiers? If I had 33 million, I'd go somewhere lovely and warm. But would you really like it? Would you miss everybody you love and know? on for Radio 2 and stuff, and you miss us all. We'd miss you. Robin Doncaster, if I won £33 million on the lottery, I thank whoever gave me the ticket, as I don't play it. And Flip says, after helping family and friends, I'd buy a computerised long-arm quilting machine and a house large enough to visit in. Then I would set up a scholarship fund for children who care for their parents to have a helper in order to enable them to go to university. Oh, isn't she lovely? She's thought it through so carefully. Brilliant. Because most people think, oh, just, I'd give something to good causes, but they don't really think exactly specifically which good cause and how you sort it out. Oh, well, that's really nice. Tobacco Jack says, at my age, I don't need a fortune. So I keep $5 million from the family, and the rest I'd like to use for good causes. I'd set up a trust, and for example, those people whose kids need operations, etc., make it possible for them to have them, so long as I could do it anonymously. That would do me. So carefully thought through. My tobacco. And Laurie Barney says, Vanessa, I know what I wouldn't do. Sorry, I wouldn't be listening to you. I'd be in bed and not driving. Listen, if I won, I don't know if I'd be talking to you, Sunshine. I might be in bed as well. So there, two can play at that. I wouldn't be here, Jane. But I think about it and I think, would I though? Would I not want to do this job? Is it all about the money? Not really. Not totally. I mean, obviously partly, but not only. I don't know. I'm lucky because I love my job. I do think about it. Would I pay Jeremy fine to stay at home so I could do a show in the middle of the day instead of this time? I don't think he'd take the money either, you see. That's the problem.
There she was, just walking down the street singing. Tapping her fingers and shuffling her feet singing. She looked good, she looked fine, she looked good, she looked fine, and I nearly lost my mind. Before I knew it, she was walking next to me singing. Holding my hand just as natural as to be singing. We walk on to my door, we walk on to my door, then we kissed a little more. Oh, I knew we was falling in love. Yes, I did it, so I told her all the things I've been dreaming of. And I will together, nearly every single day, singing. I was so happy, and that's how we're gonna stay singing. Well, I'm hers, she's mine, I'm hers, she's mine. We bells are gonna shine. Oh, I know we were falling in love.
As Manfred Mann and Dua Diddy Diddy. This is BBC Radio 2, online, on digital radio, 88 to 91 FM.
BBC News at 5:30, this is James Kelly. A series of large explosions has hit the centre of the Indonesian capital, Jakarta. Gunshots have also been heard. Police say that at least 4 people, including an officer, have been killed. The Metropolitan Police is to announce a big boost in the number of armed officers patrolling London to try to counter the threat of terrorist attacks. 600 more are expected to receive firearms training on top of 2,000 who already have guns. One of the main international oil prices, Brent crude, has dipped below $30 a barrel for a time, putting it at its lowest level in nearly 12 years. There have been sharp falls on stock markets in the US and Asia. American lottery officials say a winning ticket for a record payout of nearly $1.6 billion was bought by someone in California. It could take several hours before officials know if any winning tickets have been sold elsewhere. The weather, there'll be spells of sunshine and wintry showers for many. Strong winds will make it feel cold. That's the BBC News, next at 6.
Online, on digital radio, and on 88 to 91 FM. Vanessa Bell.
Straighten the rugs in the hall.
When I wake up, before I pull on my makeup, I say, let's for you.
Take time and through my coffee right now. I said that's for you.
Aretha Franklin, I say a little prayer at a time. 5:34. We're all being very serious and very, very worthy in our answers to the question, what would you do with 33 million? Nobody's saying, I decadently would just blow the lot on high living, wine, women and song. I would festoon myself in diamonds the size of eggs. I would go to designer shows and have couturiers hand make me bustiers thickly encrusted in jewels and pearls. Nobody's saying anything like that. No one's saying I just drink my way through an entire cellar of vintage claret. No one is saying I would be carried about London or whichever city you live in a sedan chair by a couple of liveried flunkies. Nobody's saying I would recline on a silk upholstered chaise longue while some incredibly good-looking younger creature peeled me a grape. No one's saying that. Why is that? Why are we all being so, well, I'd give it to this charity and that charity, and I'd invest it and all that, give it to my family. Oh, come on, somebody be a bit frivolous, will you please? For example, Andy says, morning, young lady. I don't know how much of a lady I really am. You don't make assumptions. He said, young lady, when I win 33 million, the first thing I will do is I will write 2 large cheques, one for the Christie Hospital, one for animals in distress, and then I will travel Europe. You see, producer Kerry can't believe anyone would just stick to Europe. If she had the money, she said she'd employ a governess for both boys, and she and her husband would hit the road, and she'd travel the entire world, starting with the furthest away places. She says there's plenty of time when she's old to go to Europe in short-haul flights. She wouldn't do the whole long-haul thing now. She's still in the first flush of pubescence. Morris from Beirut, he says, morning Vanessa and Kerry. If I won that money, it would be split amongst family and to charity to help others. Some to be invested for reasonable living, but I would never give up work. Even now, he says, I have no plans to retire. Maybe there is an air of confidence and assuredness that comes with being independently wealthy, which is great to see, but also complacency. And no challenge does lead to an earlier shuffling off this mortal coil. Whatever it must be great to win it. It certainly must. Let's have a little bit of Okay, this is by Patty Barron, and she's talking about plants that don't mind the deluge. So if you've got clayish soil, you need the right plants to survive. She says it can be a bit of a depressing picture when clay soil's waterlogged, because it's deprived of oxygen, causes the roots of plants to die, so improving drainage is key. The best way to break up the soil is dig in barrel lids of grit and organic matter, but a less arduous route is to give every new plant, that includes bulbs, that simply rot in compacted soil, a substantial pocket of hospitable, free-draining terrain that's supplemented with grit and compost or soil conditioner. Better yet, think of planting on clay soil on it rather than in it, so that you raise the plants by planting each one on a small mound, allowing water simply to drain away. This method of planting is especially good for drought-loving herbs and Mediterranean plants like lavender and citrus. So even a clay-ridden London garden can boast a bank where the wild thyme grows. If you have small borders that are waterlogged for much of the year, consider replacing them with raised beds so you can bring in topsoil and create the ideal growing medium. They can be very simply made from rendered breeze block, and the wall edges can be broad enough to double as seating. Let me just have a quick cough. There we go. She says, during last autumn and winter, RHS Horticultural Advisor Jenny Bowden began valuable field research on extreme plants, a precious collection that will not only tolerate being waterlogged in winter for at least a week, but will also tolerate being baked in the summer. At the same time, we have lab-based research that's ongoing. But what do the professionals say really works for them? Well, they put together a dream team of 5 trees, 7 shrubs, 13 perennials and 2 grasses, and on the list are roses, especially the tough Japanese Rosa rugosa, Buddleia, Viburnum opulus, Fuchsia magellanica, and hydrangeas, notably the ravishing hydrangea Arborescens Annabelle. Trees that make grade are silver birch, Magnolia grandiflora, hawthorn and crab apple. And adaptable perennials include Alchemilla mollis, winter flowering iris, hardy geraniums, Hosta halcyon, and Geum Mrs. Bradshaw. So there are plants that will survive even waterlogged clay soil, which has to be good news.
See where the snow's been here again, look. I don't know if you can see it on the road. It's definitely been snowing. Blimey. Not a great deal of it, but it's definitely there. So you definitely see it here. More in the... Oh, there's a car there. There's a car turned over in the... down the ditch. Blimey. It's 4 centigrade here. Should be melting pretty quick.
kiss. Kiss you. They all know kisses for me. It is that kissing time of the week again. This is your chance to send somebody who loves you, just fancy a kiss, through the radio airwaves. And this is how it works. We present you all the delectable kisses available on our kissing menu. And then you get in touch by the usual means, 88 to 94. Text bbc.co.uk. That is the email. And you tell us who you are. And then you tell us who you would like to kiss and why. And you tell us which of the kisses on the kissing menu you have chosen to bestow upon them. And let me reintroduce last week's most popular kiss. This was a huge demand. And that buttermilk stuff wine. Icarus Elvis kiss. A kiss from Luther himself.
Top of the morning.
Well, longer.
You just woke up, have ya?
I'm awake.
Yeah. How far did you get last night?
All the way.
What, you went on to Isle of Wight?
No. Just waiting for the ferry now, and that's booked for 6:30.
Have you seen any snow?
Sorry?
Have you seen any snow yet?
No.
Coming along here, I haven't seen it come down, but oh fuck me, there's cameras there. I've seen quite a bit of it on the road. So it's obviously snowed overnight. Seen one car rolled over down a ditch.
Yeah.
So you done alright. What time did you park up last night?
About 1:30.
That's not too bad. What time you going to get on your ferry?
6:30.
Yeah.
But I'm in the queue now, so we're not doing too bad.
Oh, that's good. Can't complain. Breakfast time.
Yeah. I looked at my paperwork when I got down here. I passed one this morning. And I'm not booked to unload till 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be sitting around doing fuck all for hours.
Doesn't matter, does it? You get paid for it.
That's right.
Take your time, no rush. Just in the bloody roadworks at the moment. 40 miles an hour, what a joke. Bloody pain in the arse, these roadworks here. They're going on for ages as well. Oh, you must have been through them.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bit where it goes down to 40. But they're widening the road. But the weird thing is, for 3 miles before you get to where they're widening the road, where it's 2 lanes, they put it down to 1 lane to make it 40 mile an hour.
Yeah.
But when it is 1 lane, it's 70 mile an hour.
Yeah.
So I don't get that. There's no logic in that, is there?
No.
There's nothing going on in the codes at all. They just put it down to 1 lane for 3 miles before you get to it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Here I've got to go to, do you know where that pasty shop is? I've got to deliver next door to it today.
Oh no!
Oh, no, it's terrible, isn't it?
Oh no! I know what you're going to be doing.
Yeah. I've still got the packet here. I'm going to sit there and study it later and decide what one to go for. I think I might just go for I might get a couple. I'll get a traditional and a meat and gravy one. Oh, it's made me mouth water just thinking about it. Last time I got an all-day breakfast one. It was alright, but nothing. It's gone.
So Harvey Belovsky, Rabbi of Golden Spring Synagogue and CEO of University Jewish Chaplaincy. It's that time of year, isn't it?
It is. Yes, I'm a little croaky. Good morning, Vanessa.
Good morning. I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
Good, very well. I was just listening to people say what they would spend their £33 million.
Yes.
I wonder whether anyone's going to say they'd like to significantly reduce their expenditure if they've been had a lot of money. But I think what I would do is keep quiet about it. I never quite understand what anyone tells the whole world.
But then everybody finds out because you suddenly start doing strange things and buying strange things and disappearing on a luxury cruiser or something. And I mean, your friends would know soon enough and it would filter out, wouldn't it?
Well, I'm not persuaded. I think that's how the lottery company persuaded him to go public. I'm not persuaded.
I really think you managed to keep it quiet.
You don't know that I'm not one of the other people?
I don't know, do I? You're wearing a very nice hat. I don't think that's an indication. Anyway, our subject this week is guilty pleasure.
It is. You know, Vanessa, all of us have weaknesses, desires. When we give in, we feel a bit guilty, but clearly not guilty enough to put us off doing it again. Cigarettes and booze top many lists, as do some activities that can't be mentioned within earshot of tender listeners. But I suppose I should have known what I would find online when searching Jewish websites for guilty pleasures. Non-kosher food galore. Jews who not only want to eat bacon cheeseburgers and mixed seafood platters, but need to feel guilty about it too. It's rather predictable, but still fascinating to see that the Jewish love of food appears here in a guilty-eaten version. I'm slightly concerned that my children might take the same view, so last Friday night I asked them what comes to mind when I say guilty pleasures. I got the rather predictable cake and chocolate, although the best answer from my youngest son was fish. Either he didn't understand the question, or he has a promising career ahead of him as a surrealist.
Fishmonger.
Another of my children asked why people do things that they know they shouldn't and then feel guilty. Surely it would be better not to do them at all, or at least to do them and not feel guilty. Losing the guilt might make sense, but it would wreck a whole genre of great jokes. Here's a famous example. A Jewish mother buys her son 2 ties. The next week he arrives wearing one of them. She takes one look at him and asks, what's wrong with the other one? This brings into sharp focus an important Jewish perspective on life. Despite a common view, and the heroes of Woody Allen films, Jewish thinkers like Maimonides realised long ago that guilt is unhealthy. It validates our inability to change and prevents us from making real adjustments to our behaviour. Meaningful progress as human beings requires spiritual and emotional stability. When we give into weakness, we should avoid feeling guilty. Instead, we should regret our error, commit to improved performance, and then move forward into a better, brighter future.
That is very easy to say and extremely hard to do, is it not?
Indeed. But you see, I can go and leave the listeners wondering how to do it.
How on earth
and have
do you
my
do
guilty
it?
pleasures breakfast.
Okay, well, the grand finale to that interesting course we got with philosophy from philosophy to the above. There are the cast of honour and food, glorious food. Ned the Savoy, definitely not kosher.
Thank you.
story will you write?
An adventure story. Story. A story about witches and wizards. Tales of robots. About ginormous sweet and lollipops. Stories of all shapes, but just one size.
The Radio 2 Breakfast Show's short story writing competition for kids 13 and under is back.
500 words.
It all begins on Monday morning from 6:30 on BBC Radio 2. Megalopolis.
Patronymic.
Impedimenta.
Fiddle faddle. Vanessa's Word of the Day on BBC Radio 2.
So it's been an eerie, very spooky kind of a week on Word of the Day, and today I will be providing you with the final word. So the first word on Monday was Revenant. Revenant. Leonardo DiCaprio won Best Actor at the Golden Globes for his role in the film The Revenant. What is a revenant? Well, it's a person who has returned from the dead. He has already come back from the dead, from the French revenir, to come back. Then on Tuesday we had Spifflicate. S-P-I-F-F for Freddy, L-I-C-A-T-E, Spifflicate. It's a humorous word. It was invented in the mid-18th century as a phantom formation, and it means to treat roughly or destroy, as in the mosquito was spifflicated. Then yesterday we had phantasm. Phantasm, an apparition, an illusion, or a ghost. Remember, I think it's in the lyrics of Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, a phantasmagorical machine. Describing Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. So it means there's an illusion, an apparition when you see the car flying through the air. So phantasm, an apparition, an illusion or a ghost. And today's word is mugwump. So M-U-G-W-U-M-P, mugwump. A person who remains aloof from party politics. A mugwump. So not involved, not getting implicated in the fray, not arguing on either side. A person who remains aloof from party politics, and it's so interesting the origin of this word, because we have lots of Greek and Latin, we have a little bit of sort of Italian, that's sort of Dutch origin of a word. This time, it's a North American word from the Algonquinian mugwump, meaning big chief. Look at that. It must be the first time we've had a word of North American origin. Mugwump is the word. So we have revenant, spifflicate, phantasm and mugwump, and I'm hoping that you will sit down almost immediately and combine the four into a scintillating sentence. It doesn't have to rhyme, it doesn't have to be an ode or in blank verse, just a sentence. And then you can email it to us on bbc.co.uk with your phone number. Producer Kerry will give you a call, and you will somehow, by a miracle of technology, deliver your own sentence in your own dulcet tones on the radio tomorrow. So
HWC Mobile listening NC. Good morning. See who's out there this morning. A couple of them that are often about early. Maybe not.
they are chasing one or two perpetrators.
5 people are reported to have been killed and up to 36 others injured in a car bomb attack on a police station in Turkey. The attack in the mostly Kurdish Diyarbakir province has been blamed on the Kurdish separatist group, the PKK. Around 600 more police officers in London are to receive firearms training to help counter the threat of attacks like those in Paris 2 months ago. That's on top of the 2,000 officers who are already authorised to carry weapons in London. Athletics governing body, the IAAF, is braced for further blows to the sport's credibility when a World Anti-Doping Agency Commission reveals its second report into a doping and corruption scandal later today, while sports editor Dan Rowan reports.
The first set of findings in November laid bare state-sponsored cheating in Russia. The sequel could be even more explosive. The focus on allegations of bribery and extortion at the very top of the IAAF, along with accusations that it failed to follow up on hundreds of suspicious blood tests.
The major energy suppliers are facing increased pressure to cut bills to reflect falling costs following a study by the firm ICIS. It found wholesale gas prices had dropped by a third during the past year, and there had been a 23% reduction in the cost of electricity. The first report on transgender people by a parliamentary committee is calling on the government to draw up a new strategy within the next 6 months for full equality. The Commons Women and Equalities Committee highlights what it says are significant problems in the health services treatment of transgender people. Maria Miller chairs the committee.
What was quite shocking was the level of day-to-day discrimination that trans people have to endure, whether that's their inability to be able to access public services, or indeed just the way the law doesn't work for them in the way that we would hope it would.
A winning ticket for America's biggest ever lottery jackpot of nearly 1.6
And your smackers winging their way through the constellations to alight upon the sheet of your beloved.
And then they print them beautifully, especially in Guatemala.
Like the legend of the Phoenix, all ends with beginnings. What keeps the planet spinning? The forcing of beginnings. We've got so far to give up who we are. Stand, break the fire, and it goes to the stars. She's up all night to get gone. I want all night to get gone. She's up all night to get gone. I'm up all night to get lucky. We're up all night to get gone. We're up all night to get gone. We're up all night.
Oh, look at the snow again. Blimey. And I see you feel it. Wow. It's quite a bit here. Needs a fair bit to settle, doesn't it? I guess it's already passed. Not going to get any more.
Only I'm ready.
Oh, look. There's a fucking hell. I just went over something then. There's a car the other way. He's hit the barrier. He's smashed into the barrier. And he's knocked all bits of the barrier over this side of the road. Look at them all coming down, look, like crazy. There's going to be a big pile up there. If they're not careful, flashing and trying to let them know, but there's people going in it flat out. Crazy. A little bit of snow, and people are just being stupid.
So you know that is Dark Pumpkin from Rail, and get lucky, and it's 7 minutes past 6 on a Thursday morning. It's a jolly cold one as well, even down here in the southeast, where we've been living in a tropical heat wave since last summer. It suddenly got cold last night, really cold. I was walking the grandbaby, the baby grandbaby was really screaming ahead of, and I thought I'll plunge in here, I'll just walk, and this will placate her and get us through to the next feed. God, it was freezing in the icy Siberian wilderness at Hendon, London NW4. Boy, it was cold. God, I wasn't wearing any gloves, I wasn't wearing an appropriate hat, or any other thing either. And so in the end, I was pushing with one arm, with my other arm clamped under one armpit to keep my hand warm. That's not good. That's all a bit extreme. So I hope you're all right this morning and in reasonable nick and settle. And if you're wondering what's been going on here since the very dawn of time itself, let me bring you in the recorded history of the programme thus far. Just a little bit of history. Well, frankly, I limped into the studio this morning. I've done something to my ankle. When I spoke to the doctor about something else altogether a few weeks ago, he just simply answered Anno Domini, which I think means you're getting old and things will go wrong. So I'm not aware of having sprained my ankle. Nevertheless, I'm limping in an exaggerated fashion and hopping around the place and thinking, oh my gosh, frozen peas, better put them on the ankle, better elevate it, I can't be bothered, oh dear, it really hurts, all that. So I limped in, but in good spirits. I was broken but not bound, because yesterday was the grandbaby's second birthday. We had a really nice time, and the best part of it all was him enjoying it, because at the age of 2, you know, they get it suddenly, they know it's their birthday, they feel all pleased and proud and excited, and when you bring the cake in, they go all sort of, you know, they go all wriggly and their shoulders go all sort of especially pleased and thrilled with themselves, and it was really nice. And he had a balloon shaped like the number 2, and he had a cake with a choo-choo on it, and it was all just, we had Goujon oven chips and ketchup for dinner, and it was a princely feast, and we thoroughly enjoyed it. So that was great. Then this morning's Getting to Know You, we asked, what would you do with a £33 million lottery win? Richard of York says, if I won the cash, I'd buy a super yacht, and I'd hire supermodels to crew it while we sail around the world, going to every highbrow red carrot affair. Now, Kerry has written upon this. I think he means carpet. I don't know, I like going to a red carrot affair. It sounds very healthy and very veggie. I don't know. Bren in Cardiff says, if I won all that, I'd see all my children and grandchildren okay, and with what was left, I'd buy a caravan by the sea in Devon. You can go up market from the caravan, Bren, for 33 mil. You know, you could have a nice little, you could have a cottage by the sea instead of a cat. You probably prefer a caravan. John says, I'd get a decent lawyer so I could spend some time with my daughter. That's heartfelt. I hope that works out for you, John. And my lovely listener in Belfast, whose name I just really can't even begin to pronounce, says, I actually won £3 on the big draw. But if I won 33 million, I'd do my private pilot license, and I'd fly as often as I could. My birthday's on Saturday. I'm 37. Brackets, really 47, and I worked as an aircraft electrical technician apprentice on planes when I was 17 and dreamed of becoming a pilot. I now teach technology 2 days a week part-time, and I'm a stay-at-home dad the rest of the time. Oh, good luck with that. This is from Christine in Walsall. If I won 33 million, then I'm perfectly happy with my lot. I do the same as that couple from Scotland, looking after nearest and dearest and close friends, make a big donation to cancer research and other charities. Personally, you know that scene in Pretty Woman. I would dress inappropriately, go into top exclusive shops with snooty shop assistants looking down at me, be able to say, big mistake, I'm a millionairess, not buying a thing. Lol, says Christine. Lol indeed. What do people would have to say to that? What for? For the fun of it, of course, people. Don't you understand?
come, but they never wanna leave. They're gonna run back to me, 'cause I'm the best baby that they never got. 1, 2, 3, they're gonna run back to me. They always wanna come, but they never wanna leave.
Starting with the keys.
Kiss me, say all your kisses for me.
Let the kissing commence, please. Send a Michael Ford's 65th birthday kiss to my good friend Chris Johns in Cleveland, Somerset. It will be my birthday on the 5th. Thank you very much for meeting Mike. Here's the Michael Ford kiss. And Aileen says, please may I have one of your brand new Dara O'Green kisses for my grand Feral. We both sat in a house just a few fields away from Jodrell Bank last night. We were admiring him in all his lit-up jewellery. Jodrell that is, not Dara. I love my granny in a wonderful house with the backdrop of Jodrell. It's made my sister's cousins and now my 4-year-old daughter slightly obsessed with Dara O'Green. Thanks, Lady V. A pleasure. Here's Dara's kiss. Especially for Granny Feral. Lady V, please can you send my best old school friend Rafer and a Kylie kiss, as he really adores Kylie, and it will make his day. That's Bruce Davis in Sheffield. Do you want another one? That was quite brief. That's Kylie. Morning, Lady V. Please bestow one of your sweet kisses on Henry Blofeld, who's joining the cricket commentary team in South Africa later on this morning. He's an absolute delight to listen to and enhances the whole cricket experience for me. Thanks for being there, Henry, dear. I'm saying Helen in... That's from me to you, Henry Blofeld. I'd like a kindly kiss from my husband, Enzo. I left him sleeping when I left for work, driving to Heathrow to fly to Dallas. That's Shelley in Cambridge. Morning, Lady V. I'd like to send my sisters Marie, Kim and Tracy a gorgeous Lady V kiss. We live scattered across England, so please let them know they're always in my thoughts. Loving the show. That's Jules from Thorpe Willoughby. It's for Marie, Kim and Tracy. That's for every one of you. Kiss. If you prick us, do we not bleed? I want you if you stop Professor. I want you if you say yes, Gus. We put our lives on the line every time we go out there. If you tickle us, do we not laugh?
Sure, any chance of an end date for this speech? Sorry, off these back now. Do.
If you poison us, do we not die?
In order to do the terrible things that he does, they can dehumanize us as victims.
And if you wrong us, do we not revenge?
He's never going to stop. He's just going to keep doing it and doing it. Because he'll never get back whatever he's lost.
Pure drama. Only on the BBC.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
And it's a very merry morning indeed to Chris Greenaway in Stuttgart in Germany. Hi, Chris. Morning.
Good morning, Vanessa.
How are you so far today?
Oh, still a little bit tired. Had a late shift yesterday, but doing well.
Well, we envy your job, though. Kerry said to me, what a magnificent job to get. Tell us what it is you do, because it's a startling job in many ways.
Yeah, it's quite explosive.
Yeah.
I'm an armourer and special effects guy at the State Opera House here in Stuttgart, in South Germany.
Mm-hmm.
So I make armour and sort of stage weapons for the theatre and for the opera house here, and do pyrotechnics on the stage, and explosions and special effects and stuff like that. Yeah, it's big fun.
And is this all stemming from your degree in archaeology?
No, that's just sort of coincidence.
How did you end up doing it then?
My wife works at the theatre here as well. She's a scenic painter.
Yes.
And after I was here for a while and decided to stay in Germany, I had a look around and I was thinking what I was going to do and tried a few different things out at the theatre and sort of slipped into it like that.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And you sent me a photograph of yourself swashbuckling away in a full suit of armour. Yeah, I think you're wearing a pair of trainers at the bottom and a bit of a tracksuit bottom, but the rest of it is really, it's just pure Henry V.
That's it. My hobby is running marathons, and so every so often I run dressed up. And
I've been East Grinstead in Sussex.
That's it, yeah.
Do you realise that you're now speaking in a sort of semi-German accent?
Probably. I've been here for 18 years now.
Right. It's definitely some Guinness accent. Well, you don't sound as if you grew up in Sussex, I'll tell you that. Now listen, we must stop talking about you and talk instead about today's jolly good fellow. And that is your daughter Joy Greenaway, who was born on this very day, the 14th of January 2007, making this her 9th birthday. Tell us about Joy. I believe she's listening.
Yes. She was even born at 6:13 in the morning, so it's exactly her birthday now.
Wow.
She's a fantastic girl. It started quite tricky with her. We had to have my wife had to have an emergency cesarean when she was born because she had an umbilical cord around her neck, so it started off quite dramatically.
Yeah.
And I was the first one to hold her after she was born, and I had her on my chest and promised her there that I'd always enjoy school. She's good at maths. She's got a maths test tomorrow, so
she's a fantastic woman.
Wonder when someone was going to wake up. Good morning to you. She's HWC Mobile.
Happy New Year to you. Missed you last week. So, I think you got a fair run around this week. Hopefully you
both ways. No delay in the UK. Maybe just because of the security, it took about I don't know, an hour and a half, 2 hours, over an hour and a half anyway to get through security and to get ready to go on the train. Not bad at all. It's snow down here overnight. Come down, I've seen one car down the ditch. Someone standing next to it. Another car spun off a little barrier. Next to the car all over the place. Very shallow snow, but very slippery going through it. People not used to it. No snow here at the moment.
Mobile. Yeah, it's been so mild for so long that people just haven't got used to it. But we've had hail showers, very very heavy hail showers overnight. So there may well be a bit of hail on the road. We haven't seen any snow, but higher up on the moors, maybe a different matter. It's dry here just at the moment. I'm just coming up over across the A30 and it is down in about 30 seconds. So that's where I'm going. It's not raining here at the moment, but as long as it stays dry when I get home and get indoors, it's still in my station, I shall be in the land of none then. G1OT Mobile.
I think I'm approaching that big roundabout before Smoky Joe's. I think that's where I am. Never seen the roundabout. Not too far. I'm only 18 miles away from my first delivery, which is a time in rest. I think I'm a little bit early for that. Might pull up somewhere and have an half-hour break.
Details of that incident. Police are also reporting ice in the area this morning. On the A38 eastbound between the Scar and Tarulfa, all lanes closed. In this guard on the A39 lanes blocked.
Yeah, I'm at Chiltern roundabout. Roundabout during the day, it's really hard to get out with my slow acting gearbox.
So far this morning, traffic
Only goes just down the road.
Got a
It's your going home for a nice long sleep now. G0, HWC Mobile. Take it. You had a good New Year, etc. Nice break off work.
Mobile. Well, I didn't have much of a break like that. We had Christmas Day, Boxing Day off, and I was off shift then for a few days. We were in New Year's Eve. We were supposed to be off New Year's Day, I was, but one or two had to come in overnight, New Year's Day night, and then Saturday night, 10th of January, we were back to normal shift again. So that was all the break we had. There's no long fortnight off, 10 days off, nothing again, unfortunately. But there we are. That's where it goes. But yeah, it wasn't too bad. I went up to all 7 over Christmas for 2 or 3 days, which was a nice break. Yeah, I know exactly where you are. Chivers Cross it's murder in the daytime, and then he's got a gearbox. To be quite honest with you, and they keep messing around with it, spending money and throwing money at it, and all the rest of it. And what it needs there is a flyover for the A30 traffic. So the A30 stuff doesn't touch the roundabout at all, because you've got big volumes on the A30, and you've got big volumes in and out of Truro and going across the opposite side of the road on the Nagna side. And it's always been like it. Back in the 60s,
I'm hearing water coming over with the repeater. Beat him with it. It seems to be changing the frequency. That's very strange. That's absolutely cool. Someone else mentioned it. It does. Yeah, it's alright this time of morning going around there, but when it's busy, my slow pull off gearbox is terrible. You know, when you see it get when you pull off, nothing happens, you know, there it goes, and then you've got someone turn around and swear at you. And by first delivery, it looks like it's a holiday council of some sort. Hasn't signed it. To go and sit, I might have to go and sit there, you know. So I've only got my deal to do today. I only want to get back as far as that. Not far, I can't get to the time. I want to get back too early. Overtime. It's not down here, so it's a late line, of course. I was on the shop to the late line. Made myself a cup of tea. I ain't had a cup of tea yet. Nice banana for breakfast. That's been it so far. Yeah, sorry, you ain't had a great deal of time off for Christmas. We've got nearly 2 weeks off. That's amazing. It's really nice. But even the 2 weeks off, before you know it, is your wife saying, back at work in 2 days. Oh, I really went quick. Quite amazing. Anyway, just pulled up in a lay-by, and we're going to get the kettle on and maybe some hot porridge as well. G0HWC Mobile.
Reports from Turkey say that mobile. Yeah, I didn't hear any said that the more that you heard may very well have been the Chinese microsatellites went up in September, and unfortunately some of them their beacon frequencies are on some of our repeater frequencies. So, people hear it coming through, and they think there's something up with the repeater. The particular one we got is called XW2B, and it's got output frequency of 145.725, and he puts out his identity for 22 words a minute, so that may well be what you heard. It seems to be sort of twice a day, really, anything from sort of about 5:30 to 8 o'clock in the morning, and it goes over about every hour and a half, something like that. And then again, sort of similar sort of time in the evening as well. So, and then every sort of couple of weeks or so, every 2 or 3 weeks, you get some overhead passes, and then it's then the passes are sort of much lower down. But we've even heard the interference, even when according to the according to the data, it's supposed to be below the horizon, but we've still heard it. The thing's only putting out milliwatts, but because it's like a cycle. But it's a bit of a nuisance, but there's not a lot we can do about it. It's going to be about 9 years before it re-enters and burns up there. Paul, do you want to have you mobile?
Oh, it's one of them little CubeSat things. You want to avoid some of the farmers get their shotguns out and blow it out. Oh, okay. It come through a little bit with you on that last over at the beginning of it, and it disappeared again. Yeah, it's quite fast. Certainly too fast for me to read with my. I've never done Morse. Not since getting the A licence. It was a means to an end. and end with a big full stop at the end of it. Not interested in the slightest. And yeah, even reading a repeater. Example, my dyslexic brain. I found it extremely hard. I was had it at technical college doing the RAE, and I passed that early. They put me in the Morse class I couldn't get on, and I ended up paying an old boy in Harrow, G3FNJ, Norman Jolly. Passed away now. He used to write books on antennas. Very clever guy, but he used to love the old Morse. And, I used to go to him twice a week. That's a very nice old boy. That's how I done it. And, it wasn't easy for me, not in the slightest. And absolutely hated it. Really did. Didn't interest me in the slightest. I know, and when I hear people now saying they're learning the Morse, I'm thinking, why are you doing that? Oh, that's dedication, isn't it? Hey, when you don't have to do it.
Minority Mobile, yeah, well, it's their own, and I did have a go at it once upon a time. I was sort of reasonably comfortable at that time, up to sort of about 8 to 10. But I was struggling for 12. I could just about do it on a good day, but it had to be a good day for that. Most of the time, I couldn't manage it. So I did have a go one winter, but then comes the end of the winter, and I was still working on the farm then, and once the days lengthened out and things got busy on the farm, I just didn't have the time. So I had to pack it up then, and I had intended sort of picking it up again the following winter, but I never did. So it sort of went by the board, but there we are. Anyway, I'm only a couple hundred yards from my lane, and I'm making scratch and going up the lane. So I'll say that's a very beautiful night there, yeah. And glad to spoke to you for a couple of weeks. And enjoy your tea and your porridge if that's what you're doing. And have a safe trip, and hopefully catch you again next time you're down. Minority Mobile.
Okay, mate. You have a good day. I've got the kettle on now. Sea bag in the cup. Then dig out a pot of decide what pot porridge I want this morning. We need to set up for a bit for the day. I don't know about that. I'm seriously thinking of popping into Smoky Joe's on the way back. Old Simon. What's his called, Simon? One who's done our radio, but like every time I come down, he keeps on saying, Smoky Joe's, Smoky Joe's. So I might send her a message in a bit, now she wants to go to Smoky Joe's for breakfast a little bit later. And, for now, I need some porridge to get me through. 7 please, mate, take it easy, and probably catch you next week. She's HWC Mobile.
Yeah, all the best for night here, yeah, and look forward to catching you again further down. Minority Mobile, cheers for now.
the show with a beautiful, heartfelt record. Cigala and Sweet Loving. Morning, everyone. The Radio 1 Breakfast Show with Nick Grimshaw. Morning, Danny.
Morning, Graham.
We didn't get our usual chat this morning.
Yeah,
Sorry.
That's my fault.
No, it's my fault.
I left it.
Oh, it's your fault.
I panicked when you came in the studio and I didn't know what to do, so I just played a song. I do apologise.
No, because I usually get in and we have a little chat before the show and it warms me up. It's like a ritual. So if I don't do that warm-up chat before the Radio 1 Breakfast Show, I mean, today could be rubbish and that's all your fault.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is it when am I usually the first person that you speak to apart from Vic?
Yeah. I actually did talk to Pig this morning. Usually I just say, come on, get outside, have a wink. But this morning I woke up earlier this morning. That's the first one on the group WhatsApp, which I don't think has ever happened before. Never happened, has it? I'm the last person in it, and then I can tell that I've been up for hours. I've been up researching and getting Tina's news. Sorry, I got distracted. But no, it's the first one up this morning, so I went to bed last night. 8:45.
You're doing so good for these bedtime.
I know, are you proud of it? Isn't it good? It's good, isn't it? That's what's meant to happen, is it? Like you're meant to sleep for 8 hours. I just realised.
You went to bed before me last night.
Wow, that's good, because I'm dedicated and I take Radio 1 very seriously. It's not like you. Been out all night, huh?
I was watching a programme on the BBC iPlayer about logic.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Have you started watching Making a Murderer?
I've seen it, I've finished it, I did it all in a weekend.
What is it? Is this excuse my ignorance of television, because I'm rubbish at talking about telly. Is this a new thing?
Yeah, it's online, that online thing, where you chill. Yeah. Oh, can we say it? Okay.
Yeah, I can say it.
Yeah, and it's 10 episodes long, and it's about a real case that's happening, or that's happened in America, and after the first episode, you're incredulous, really, as to what unfolds.
Yeah.
You just have to watch it. Don't want to ruin it for anybody, but once you've watched it, tell me what you think.
Okay, because last night I was going to get into it, and then I was with my friend Emily. We went for dinner, and then one of my friends, Emily, was like, you should watch that because it'll make you weird. And I said, why? She said, because she said it'll make you weird. She said, I can handle scary stuff before bed. She's like, you'll be weird, and then your show will be weird in the morning. Will it, get you? Will it make you a little bit, uneasy sleep?
Yes, it's not scary though, it's just you can't believe the things that have happened. Yeah, me and Britain were kind of having to talk about it, because Tina's not feeling it. I was halfway through.
Blimey, look at that, that's ice coming down. It's not rain, that's ice landing on the road. You see it? Well, it doesn't seem to be settling here. There's not enough of it.
Yes, great. We played the Wakey Wakey game. We wanted to play with you.
I love the Wakey Wakey game. Yes, give it to me tomorrow. Definitely play it.
I've also played myself your song. I wanted your best friend's song.
Oh, yeah?
So I've not heard it yet. I wanted you to play it to me this morning.
So we can play it for you. We can play it for you now. Yeah, do you want to hear this? So on Tuesday's show, we spoke to Ellie Gosling, which was at Track of the Day, and she made that song Army. And Army it's different really for them, because usually the song is about heartbreak or someone that you fancy or someone that you want, and it's rare that someone writes a song just about their friends. It's like, oh, they're really nice. I'm going to write a song about them. Fiona also suggested that she could do this for me, and I thought it was going to be pretty horrible, if I'm honest. If I'm honest, I thought it was going to be really sarcastic and mean. Verging on
At the moment, I'm my 14 mile away from my my first delivery. One of my GPSs, one saying 27 minutes, one saying 40 minutes. Let's have a look at the map. I'll have another 15 minutes here, then get back on the road again.
When the stars go out, you can let your love on me. And when the stars go out, you can let your love
The Radio 1 playlist. The first I started running when I was 18, I literally got up one day, decided that I wanted to feel better about myself, my health, my energy. I remember my very first run, it was about 15 minutes long, and I didn't run very fast. That started my running passion. I do like to listen to music when I run. It helps to motivate me. If anything, it kind of distracts me from what I'm actually doing. If I'm listening to good music, I forget that I'm actually running. I do like to choose a lot of high energy music. If you haven't got any more excuses, I'm going to lay this together just for you.
Download Daily Goldie's running playlist from the BBC iPlayer radio app.
Is partially blocked heading westbound. That's due to an accident. Police are reporting ice in the area there this morning. On the A30 between Temple and Millpool, we've got a reminder there's roadworks in the same area, plus the speed restriction of 40 miles an hour. In Liscard on the A390 Charterway, one lane's blocked and also temporary traffic lights there in place for sewer work. And in Redruth on the B3300 in Roaches Row, temporary roadworks and lights there. No problems to report at the airports or on the trains at the moment. Traffic's flowing smoothly on the Tamar Bridge, and we've got a 15-minute wait with two ferries running at Tor Point. The third ferry is still out of service. That's due to a mechanical fault, and longer waiting times should be expected this morning. Stuart Geddes, BBC Radio Cornwall Travel.
Another way of getting in touch on the programme this morning is via
BBC Radio 1. Do you know who's been obsessed with Kirby Jenner, the guy that does the incredible Instagram account where he just edits himself into Kendall Jenner's Instagram posts? And when we found it, he had like 40,000 followers. He's now like 100,000, 98,000 followers.
Hang on, since Monday.
Since Monday. Yeah, Monday or Tuesday. And we are going to catch up with Kirby Jenner today on the show. We're going to get that one exclusive, Tina. Saturday, on the way.
You can't beat the first cup of tea of the day.
Just confirmed that he is going to be performing at the Brit Awards. James Bay going to be there in about a month's time, innit, Brit Awards? Something like that, 24th, I think.
Morning, Kev. Morning, Paul.
He's going to be performing, just announced, very exciting. On the way, we have music for you from Swifty and Kygo, but right now, 7:01 on Radio 1. It's time for the news with Tina Dahidi.
Is BBC
Radio 1.
A series of bomb blasts hit Indonesia's capital and Liverpool congratulate points against Arsenal. We're hearing people have been killed in a series of bomb blasts from Indonesia's capital, Jakarta. They hit locations including a shopping centre. Gunshots were heard after the explosions. Hundreds of police on the streets exchanging fire with the suspected attackers. Police believe more than a dozen people were involved. This man saw what happened.
I could hear the thumping sound, and also I saw a group of people running and
We don't yet know who's behind the attack. Hundreds more police officers are going to be...
They just said this person saw what happened. He said, I heard some fires and I see people running. But he saw what happened.
Last year's terrorist attacks in Paris, which killed 130 people, prompted police here to rethink their security plans. London's Metropolitan Police now want to train another 600 officers to use firearms on top of the 2,000 who already have them. This comes after it was revealed the number of armed officers fell by 1,000 between 2010 and 2014.
An investigation will be launched into why a group of French school children were skiing on a closed slope when they were hit by an avalanche. 2 teenagers and a Ukrainian tourist were killed. Brian's a chef at a nearby resort there.
Well, supplies, obviously, people go down there anyway. And when I found out the school kids, all of my colleagues were devastated and shocked.
We're failing transgender people. That's the verdict of a group of MPs looking into the issue for the first time. Improvements within the NHS, schools and police force are all recommended. The £1 billion US Lotto draw has been made.
Can you believe it, America? A world record jackpot, and it's coming to you right now. Get ready. This is Powerball.
A ticket holder in California is said to have won the huge jackpot, despite odds of 1 in 292 million. On the Newsbeat app today, we've met the shortest ever player in NBA history. Muggsy Bogues is 5'3".
I knew that a lot of folks didn't understand a guy my size playing a game that's supposed to be meant for the big guys.
You can also watch him give a masterclass. He's in the UK for a special NBA match tonight between Toronto Raptors and Orlando Magic. On to sport now. Liverpool's Joe Allen scored an injury-time equaliser as his side drew 3-3 with Arsenal. It was the goal that had boss Jurgen Klopp's...
Whatever happened to the Harlem Globetrotters? He was doing tricks with basketball, netball, whatever you want to call basketball, isn't it?
At the other end of the table...
They were good.
Sam Allardyce was left worshipping striker Jermaine Defoe after he bagged a hat-trick in a 4-2 win at Swansea.
He chose games in our favour, and he scored 3 of maybe the 4 chances he had, which is critical for us in the position that we're in.
There were also wins for Stoke and Southampton. Manchester City drew with Everton, and the late equaliser from James McLean and West Brom a point at Chelsea. And today's weather, sunny spells and wintry showers for many. Heavy rain moving eastwards, turning to sleet at times, bringing some snow to high ground. Strong winds making it feel cold today. Radio 1 News, 7:05.
This is BBC Radio 1. BBC Radio 1. Where it begins.
I remember watching them as a kid. Didn't they even do a cartoon of them? I'm sure they even done a cartoon series. Then again, they're either old age pensioners now or dead. Because I remember them as a kid watching them. Oh, that's me done. I've had me porridge and I've had me cup of tea. Time to get back on the road. need to flat me laptop down a bit. Too bright in here this time of the morning. When it's pitch black outside and the bloody laptop's up. I'll light up, well, all the bloody screens are out of light anyway, but...
The Radio 1 Breakfast Show with Nick Grimshaw.
Baby, now we got bad blood. You know we used to be mad love. So take a look what you've done. Cause baby, now we got bad blood.
I can't take it back, look where I'm at. We was OG like DOC, remember that. My DOC was my OD, ID my back. Now VOD, we went me to the Iraq. I never hate you, but I hate you. 15 overrate you. These beats of the top five, these fake guys to replace you. Take time and erase you. Now I'm not here no longer. I don't fear no more. But here respect ain't quite fear no more.
Hello, WC Mobile listening. Good morning.
You gotta live with the bad blood.
You know we used to be mad love. So take a look what you've done. Baby, now we got bad blood. Now we got all. We got all. You made a really deep cut. Baby, now we got bad blood. Band-aids don't fix bullet holes. You say sorry just for show. You live like that, you never go. Band-aids don't fix bullet holes. You say sorry just for show. You live like that, you never go. Live your life like that.
Morning, everybody. Right, on the way today, Paddy McGuinness going to be joining us live in the studio. We're going to be catching up with Jason Derulo as well. And you know that Kirby Jenner that we got obsessed with, the guy that puts himself in Kendall Jenner's Instagram picture? We're going to speak to him soon because I'm completely obsessed with him.
noisy where I am, but good morning to you. Happy New Year. Hope you're well.
Yeah, morning, Paul. Likewise, happy New Year. I'm reasonable. Struggling to walk at times. I'm a left leg, but we're managing. That's what we're up to. I haven't picked up on my newspaper yet, so that's what I've got to do. So I'm less than half an hour away out from the garage, and I'll pick up on the newspaper and I'll join you on the other side. G0HWC,
Take care out there today. There's flurries of hail and, well, what I thought was snow, but thinking back and looking at it, it probably was hail. And I've seen one down the ditch on the A30, another one who's bashed the centre reservation and hit every single panel on their car. So it's quite nasty out there in places. Wow, at the moment. Some oldie-roldy looking town. Ain't many places like this in Cornwall, do you? Those places have been modernised a bit. It's like a load of old mining houses I've been through before. Kill boats, penny ponds or something, I don't know. Not really sure where I am. The only reason what's coming up on the GPS, but that could be wrong.
Okay, Paul, just pulling into the garage. I'll join you in a couple of minutes.
Oh, I know where I am. It's a bloody police station, isn't it? Camborne. I normally come here a different way.
We found him on Instagram. I don't know who found him. Who found him? You? I think it's Vic. The Vic. Yeah, the Vic. Yeah. Yeah, Vic. Yeah, well, you found kind of a star, Vic. Because when you introduced him to us at the beginning of the week, he had 44,000 followers.
Oh my god, yeah.
Now we're on 98,000. That's pretty amazing. And that's in 3 days.
Oh,
2 or 3 days.
Hang on, 99.2.
99.2. Amazing. And basically, I don't know why I'm into this, because this is all of Kendall Jenner's, the most famous picture on Instagram, with Kirby Jenner, who is a man, I'd say in his 30s, with a very thick moustache, edited in lots of them he's just wearing white Y-fronts and eating a Subway sandwich. And he's edited himself into them. The videos are incredible as well, really good. So we kind of got obsessed with him this week. Real strong, Tina.
I love this.
You're into this?
I love this. You know, the most liked Instagram picture of all time is the one with her hair in the heart shape. Yeah. So he's lying next to her in one of those.
He's even done that.
He's even done that. He photoshops himself into a Vogue cover that she's done. It's brilliant, and he changes the filters in it.
Yeah? Okay, because he's on the phone right now, so we can actually do that. Good morning, Kirby Jenner.
How's it going, guys? How's everyone doing?
Very good. How are you, Kirby? It's nice to finally get to talk to you.
I'm doing so well. Am I talking to Nick Grimshaw?
You actually are, Kirby. This week, we've become obsessed with you, Kirby. It's all we're talking about right now.
Really?
Something like that.
I'm really not hearing the repeat
has a
at
few
the
more.
moment.
I think you've got a bit of a way to go, but 46 million.
She is so popular. I love her to death.
She's so popular. And is this why you started, photoshopping yourself into Kendall Jenner's pictures? Was it to get those Instagram followers?
Wait. Say that again?
You Photoshop yourself into Kendall's Instagram photos.
No. That's not true. I actually just learned about what Photoshop is. See, I'm not very tech savvy, and what I've learned though is that I've actually been getting photoshopped out of her photos. You understand?
Well, hang on. So you know Kendall?
Yeah. Do I know her? She's my sister, dude.
Oh, okay. So you're another Kardashian Jenner?
Yes, dude. She's my twin sister. We were born at the same time.
Wow. From Kris Jenner?
Yeah, that's my mom.
So how come we've only found out about you, now?
It's a funny story. It's a little bit of an embarrassing story, but, I'll just tell it. I got stuck in a drain pipe.
Okay.
So basically, let me explain, because this is really embarrassing. It's a funny story.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm outside in front of my house. I'm playing in the cul-de-sac. I have my favorite bouncy ball.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? I bounce it, and it goes into the drain pipe, and it's my favorite bouncy ball. I love it, and I went in after it, and I got stuck. Have you seen the movie 127 Hours?
Yes, I have, yeah.
It was a similar situation where I went in after my bouncy ball, and then next thing I know, I'm stuck. I'm stuck around the waist.
Oh.
My belly just got stuck. It was so bizarre. It was so bizarre. It was really embarrassing, but I've learned that I'm not embarrassed by it. It's just a thing that happened. Just you grow from these things.
Yeah.
You understand?
Mm-hmm. And I think that your family, the Kardashians and the Jenners, they really do, they go through a lot, but like you say, they grow through these things. These things enhance the family's power.
Of course, yeah. We grow as a family.
Do you have a favourite, Kirby? Do you have a favourite picture of you and your beautiful twin sister, Kendall?
On my Instagram account?
Yeah.
I know that there's a photo of me and Kendall and Justin. And I love that photo. Justin is a close family friend, and that's just a really special photo for me. Justin taught me a life lesson that day, and he said, just be true to yourself, and it doesn't matter what other people think, and just love yourself.
He's right, Kirby. So my question is, why is Kendall cutting you out of these photos? Why is she photoshopping you out? Why is she proud of her twin brother, Kirby Jenner?
I don't think it's Kendall. It's like all these upper management people that I'm cool with it though. Kendall's she's a supermodel. Like, she's doing her own thing. I'm just there. And, sometimes I get cropped out, and that's fine. That's fine.
Mm-hmm. Do you think you've helped her get some of these campaigns? Because, like you said, she is a huge supermodel. Do you think that's down to her sharing the same genes and genetic build-up as you?
I think Kendall, all the success that Kendall has is because Kendall is this amazing soul. She's beautiful. She's caring. She loves people. She's good at rollerblading.
That's important.
She's a fantastic person. We rollerblade together. I just want to get that out there.
That's cute. That's a nice message to get to us here in the UK.
Nick, you've actually been photoshopped out of one of the photos as well.
What? We
know that, right?
What? No. What? One of the Kendall pictures?
Yeah, you've been photoshopped out.
What do you mean?
I think I sent it to you.
Have you got it, Fee? I haven't got it. Have you got it? Oh, hang on. Let me have a look, because Fifi's got it. Oh! There's the picture. She has cropped us out.
Yeah. I mean, that was a fun day. We got the photo, and, the higher-ups just decided that it's better without us.
Without us. So that's like, Kendall. Who's that with her? Is it Chloe? I think it's Chloe. Kendall and Chloe, me, and you, all hanging out on a boat.
Yeah.
I remember it well, actually. It was a Tuesday, and we were in, just off Florida, weren't we?
I remember. We were in Miami. We had so many Shirley Temples.
Oh, it was crazy. It was a real crazy day. It was real crazy.
I enjoyed it though.
And then they just
like the Will Smith song, Miami.
Yeah, it was exactly like that, and they just cropped us out. Well, we'll tweet this right now so that everyone can see, because at first I thought you were just obsessed with Kendall and editing yourself in, but now I realise, Kirby, it's her that's obsessed with getting rid of you.
Yeah, I mean, you know, me and Kendall just spent our whole lives together, and we share a special bond.
Mm-hmm. It's a beautiful bond. We're going to put this picture up online right now. And Kirby, it's lovely to talk to you, and come and see us next time you're in the UK.
Hey, thanks for having me on. It was a pleasure talking to you guys.
And send our love to that Kardashian crew.
You got it. I love you all.
All right, we love you, Kirby. Bye.
All right.
Bye,
Later.
man.
Bye-bye.
On BBC Radio 1. Did you like Kirby Jenner, Fifi?
Loved him.
Did? Yeah?
I mean...
Is he okay, hon?
Not okay, and I haven't quite figured out what's going on yet.
No, me neither.
I mean, there's a couple of stories there
Yeah.
about a drain pipe and twin sister brother. I'm like...
Is partially blocked heading westbound. That's due to an accident. Police are reporting ice in the area this morning. On the A38, also at eastbound between Liskeard and Chorleywood, one lane is closed there. That's for road works. On the A39 around Tristan, temporary lights there. They're in place for drainage works. And in Loo on Station Road, in junction with Shutter Road, once again we've got road works in that area. No problems reported at the airports or on the trains so far this morning. Traffic's flowing smoothly on the Tamar Bridge, and we do have a 15-minute wait with only 2 ferries running at Tor Point. The third ferry's still out of service. That's due to a mechanical fault, a longer waiting time.
It's saying it's Kendall photoshopping him out. Now we need to get her on. We've discovered of me with them.
I thought that I've been hurt before. Now I need someone to breathe me back to life. Got a feeling that I'm going under, but I know that I'll make it out alive. I've been calling you my lover. Move on. You watch me fade till I can't breathe. I see you falling onto my knees. And now that I'm with the shot.
Godolphin Cross. Godolphin. Strange name of the place. Godolphin. It looks like there's a different way into it from the other end of the road, so I'm going to go round, try and get to it. I can see the place I want. There's actually a light on there, actually. This is a little more, it's a little bit better. The other end was terrible. Lower progress, is that what I want? It might be what I want. Yeah. There's even a sign for it. They do hide these places away, don't they? Should be coming up just on my left somewhere along here. Is this it? No. Well, there's that light I could see from over the other side. I think that's probably it, that light I can see in the distance. What a shitty road. Here's the light I could see in the distance. Is this the place? This is the light I could see. What's up there called? That's not it, is it? The thing is, when they book these things in, they say to the customer, any restrictions on getting a truck into you? Oh, no problem.